Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here with another episode of the Salary Cap Report. Going to be reviewing the salary changes for Tuesday, March 25th. We only have 10 days left here in Season 5. And so if you're like me and you haven't played much salary cap so far this season, it's time to get to work. I have a lot of work in front of myself. I've only played one game. It was on Saturday while I was streaming. Shout out to all of you guys that were there for that. Ended up losing pretty badly from what I can remember, and we're 0-1 now. So we have a ways to go until we hit 2,500 to get our last Dark Matter Shattered Prize piece, which is our goal for the season, and for every round, rather, I should say. And then we are going to briefly go over this heroic set. We're actually going to start with the heroic set because there are a couple of cards that I'm at least somewhat interested in. Not as much today because, you know, the way it's worked so far this season on Tuesdays, we get these pretty mid heroic cards and we don't really see many of them on the auction house because we get super packs on Tuesdays. And those super packs are with cards from every season in my team to date. But next Tuesday, we should be getting Season 5 Super Packs, which, as the name would suggest, only have cards that came out this season. And I'm willing to bet that the heroic cards that have been so hard to get from the auction house or out of packs through these first 4 to 5 weeks of the season will be flying out of those Super Packs. It makes all the sense in the world that we get these cards that are pretty mid and no one really wants potentially flying out of packs next week. So I did want to point out a couple of cards from the drop today that you guys may want to look into picking up next week when those Season 5 specific super packs drop. The first one is Danny Ferry. I don't love that defensively he has a 79 interior and perimeter defense. That's kind of ass. But he is 6'10". He can play the small forward, and his 2 Hall of Fame badges are pretty nice, with them being limitless range and set shot specialist. Depending on what the jumper looks like, this card could be a really fun salary cap card to run, especially because, again, he is in the diamond tier. He has 20 combined gold and Hall of Fame badges. Currently, if you get him today, he's only 2,000 salary, and that salary is going to stay intact until Saturday when the salaries change again at the earliest. So yeah, this card ratings wise looks really good. Again, outside of his defensive ratings being, you know, a little subpar. 83 speed, also not the best, but it does feel like they're probably trying to nerf this card a little bit, given the fact that he's only a diamond player who is 6'10" and can, again, play the small forward position. The other card that's a little interesting to me, again, and this is jump shot dependent, is Bob Love, who can play the small forward position, 6'8", only 5,000 salary, 25 combined badges between Hall of Fame and gold. The Hall of Famers look to all be on the defensive side of the ball, which makes sense. 86 three-pointer, again, just like with Danny Ferry, it's going to come down to that jump shot, but this Bob Love card, much more well-rounded, a borderline elite defender with 93 perimeter and interior defense, very solid rebounding, obviously, and then 89 speed, not bad. I mean, I don't know if this is a card that I would want to run at 5,000 salary. Maybe, you know, you guys would rather run a card like, you know, one of the heroic animated cards that we've been getting on Fridays, like a Pink Diamond Gerald Green, who's one of my favorite cards to run in the game right now in salary cap. Maybe you want to run a Ron Artest card, you know, and Alex Sarr, someone like that. All good options at 5,000 salary. The Bob Love, if that jumper is really good, you know, he's going to be a card that might be flying out of packs as a Pink Diamond next Tuesday, and people are going to probably, you know, want to get rid of him, try to sell him because they're not going to really care about him. So he may be a card that you can get for the low, and then kind of hang on to him and see what does salary cap look like in Season 6. Maybe they increase that salary cap ceiling, and we're able to bring in more Pink Diamonds. You know, again, I'm not saying go out of your way to get this card, but I would just say keep an eye on his price. The card looks really interesting to me. Okay, let's move on now to the lineups that I have been running in salary cap so far through the first couple of rounds. Both of them seem to be out of compliance, which is a little annoying. With this lineup, Gerald Green and Alex Sarr both maintain their 5,000 salaries. I'm debating running this lineup again. I only ran one game with this lineup, And I didn't feel like they did the worst for me. I just feel like I need to get used to running a card like a Michael Beasley, who's at 8,000 salary. You know, I'm kind of tricking my brain when I look at this lineup because I've been running pink diamonds in my lineups in salary cap now for a few weeks. But I've never run a pink diamond who is at 8,000 salary. When I've run a player at 8,000 salary, it was a card like Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis, who are in the Galaxy Opal tier. So again, visually just getting used to that adjustment of I'm running a card that's a lower tier, but is equaling the same amount of salary as those Galaxy Opal cards. The main change with this lineup, which I am going to call this lineup my main lineup for round 3 of salary cap. We have to just make a couple of tweaks here, obviously. But the main change we're going to have to make is going to be at the center position. Because, you know, Jack Sikma, I do like him a lot at 2,500 salary. Even I don't think he's going to be bad. The question is, do we want to bench him or do I want to bench Jeff Green? You know, I think both options are obviously viable, and I think benching either of them for, you know, in Jack Sikma's case, I can bench him for another diamond center who's at 2,000 salary, and I'll show you what those options are. I could also bench Jeff Green for an amethyst. So we're gonna have to look at the amethyst players and see which of them are at 1,200 salary. Going through it, the opals, a lot of them don't seem that, you know, that they have changed at all. The ones that are at 8K are still at 8K. The ones that are at 10K are still at 10K. Also, by the way, while we're looking at all the different players, Mr. Clutch, I forgot if it was in a YouTube video or if it was on a stream. I want to give him props for this because it was his idea. He brought up a great idea for me playing salary cap towards the end when I'm grinding for that 2,500 point mark and I'm getting really close. I should maybe run with a Knicks squad, and I want to do that. And up until the event, the bracket buster event began, I was strongly considering running with Opal Jalen Brunson, and you know, I had my Diamond Josh Hart, but I just sold my Diamond Josh Hart for like 27K, which is crazy. People, I think, who've been ripping packs and ripping those elite boxes, I think a lot of people have unauctionable Jalen Brunson cards, and so they wanted to go and buy that Josh Hart for their new Dark Matter, the new Dark Matter Dynamic Duo, I think, where it makes them both Dark Matter cards. I'm going to more than likely just exchange for that Dynamic Duo to get them both unauctionable because it only costs 5 pink diamond items. I was lucky enough to get the 100 overall event piece from Sunday's Park win streak, and so I can easily turn that into a bunch of lower tier collectibles, including the 5 pink diamond pieces that I'm going to need for that Jalen Brunson Josh Hart Dynamic Duo. So I may run that duo in salary cap, and if, you know, because of Jalen Brunson being a Dark Matter, if my starting 5 ends up eating up way too much of my salary, that's totally fine, because then I can be like Tom Thibodeau and I can play my starters into the ground. So, you know, not the craziest idea, and it could be a lot of fun to run with that lineup, at least for a couple of gameplay videos potentially. We're gonna have to see. But anyways, going through these pink diamonds, again, not a lot of change in the Galaxy Opal or pink diamond tier. Gerald Green, as we mentioned earlier, still at 5,000 salary. As we continue to move through here, Matt Barnes, I don't know if he was at 8K before, but having Matt Barnes at 5K, also very interesting. Khalil Ware at 8K, he may sit at 8K for a while. That card, really good, and him at 5,000 salary is an absolute steal. Now we're in the diamond tier, and we're going to start to see a lot of cards that are at 2,000 salary, and a lot of these cards, especially in that power forward and center tier, or range rather, they could be coming in and replacing Jack Sikma if that's the direction I want to go in. Mike Miller, I think, was at 5,000 salary for a minute. He's finally down to 2,500. I'm waiting for Bruce Bowen to come back down to 2,000 salary. Really like that card a lot. Andrew Wiggins at 2,000, still interesting. Dyson Daniels still at 3,100. A little rough, makes me not in a huge rush to add him back to the lineup. Is there anyone else in the diamond tier that's worth commenting on? I don't think so. Again, a lot of these cards at 2,000 salary. Michael Carter-Williams and Marcus Smart are both at 2,000 salary, which is nice. Julius Randle, in case you like running him, he's now at 2,000. I think he was at 2,500 salary for a minute. Marcus Smart at 2,000. Tyreek Evans, I wish I played more salary cap over the weekend when he was at 2,500. He's now unfortunately at 4,400, which makes him unusable in my opinion. PJ Brown is probably the card I want to run the most at center if I end up benching Jack Sikma. We'll have to see about that. Lonzo Ball up to 3,500. He was at, I think, 2,300 for a minute. Doug Christie, one of the few diamonds that also went up in salary. Outside of that, I don't think there are any other diamonds that are worth commenting on here. So we're just going to bypass these guys, and we're going to move on now to some of these amethysts. And I think we're finally starting to see these Apex amethysts drop back down in salary. They were at either 1,500 or 2,000 salary on Saturday. I think they are all back down, except for JT Thor, apparently, back down to 1,200, which is nice. Goga Bitadze at 1,200. Yep, Usman Jang is at 1,200 now, which is nice. Do I have any other Apex amethysts? Kenneth Faried still at 1,200 is great. Yeah, Aaron Neesmith, 1,200. Nikola Topic, I think he was at 2,000. He's back down to 1,200, which is nice. He may be a card that I end up considering running. It's just as long as DeLon Wright and Tumani Kamara are each 1,200, it's going to be really hard to replace either of them. I think all the Bracket Buster cards are going to stay at 1,500 until this upcoming Saturday. Then we're going to see them all jump up in salary, as has been the case for every single Amethyst card when they when they come out the previous Friday. Yeah, outside of that, no other major changes. Jonathan Mogbo at 1,200, really interesting. He was at 2,000 salary on Saturday. As we discussed, that has been the trend, and I guess that's basically it. So I guess we have to decide what direction we want to go in, and I feel like it may make more sense for me to bench Jeff Green. As much as I really like Jeff Green, I feel like we can probably run... do I want to run Sharif Abdur-Rahim at small forward? I could do something like this. I move him here, and I put either Kenneth Faried or... I could put Kenneth Faried here at the... Either him or Mogbo, I guess. I think Mogbo has more badges, right? 25 badges. Yeah, we'll go with Mogbo, because, again, we know how good our guy... what's it called? We know how good Kenneth Faried is. I want to mess around with a different player here. Oh, I just realized now the math kind of works out. If I bench Lonzo Ball for a 200 salary point guard, let's bring in Tim Legler. And then if I bench, not Ed Ratliff, if I bench Jop over here, and I bring in, there we go, Daniel Gafford, that leaves me 400 salary below the salary cap, which means that I can upgrade one of my rubies to an amethyst. I'm not going to touch Mario Chalmers or Bilal Coulibaly. They are safe on my bench. They are just too damn valuable at their salary, which means I can bring in a card at the amethyst tier to replace Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Also, if you don't know how I'm doing this, I saw a couple of people in a previous video, or it could have been on stream last time I streamed, ask me when I'm filtering through, or when I'm going through my collection to pick another player to replace another player with, how do I filter? When you press A or X on a player and then you click replace, if you press the star button, I guess, or on Xbox, the button that has those three horizontal lines on it, it says search collections there at the bottom. You can then filter by salary to make it a little easier when you're scrolling through your collection to see who you want to bring in, because now I can look at different players. I can look at a guy like a Cam Whitmore, who's really interesting if I want to bring him in. I can look at Usman Jang. I can look at a guy like Jared Vanderbilt, another very interesting card. I really don't know who I want to bring in. If Kenneth Faried could play small forward, I would have thrown him in there immediately. There are a lot of good options at 1,200 salary this week. GG Jackson, great jumper. I do want to bring in someone that has a little more defense. Cam Whitmore is really interesting to me. I just don't know if I want to play him at the small forward position. It's really between him and Usman Jang for me. I think Usman Jang's a power forward, right? Yes, he is. So I know Jared Vanderbilt's also really good. Usman Jang does have 2 inches there in the height department over Cam Whitmore. I forget how good their jump shots were, unfortunately. Wow, Cam Whitmore is 93 speed. I may keep Whitmore in there. I usually like having more of an offensive-minded guy at the 3, so it'll either be Cam Whitmore or a guy like GG Jackson. We'll have to see, but I think this is going to be the lineup that I rock with here in, on the, what is this, the first Tuesday of round 3, I guess, if you want to call it that. We're, again, 9 days away from the end of the season, so I do want to play some salary cap today. I got to make some progress. Let me see, how far into the video are we here? Do I have time for a couple of packs? Okay, we're 13 minutes in. Oh my god, did my camera freeze? Okay, I think we're good. Hi, YouTube. Apologize if my camera froze there at all. We are going to open up a couple of packs. I have a lot of packs to go through. We're not going to open up all of them in this video. We do have an opal. I want to open up the opal in today's video, and then we have a couple of these pink diamond packs I want to open up as well. But I wanted to save a few of these pink diamond packs for my next salary cap report episode that I may potentially even stream on Saturday, because you know, if I play enough salary cap today, or at least if I play enough salary cap before Saturday, I should be able to earn another Galaxy Opal Premium Option Pack. I believe that'll be my second Galaxy Opal pack from salary cap. This one I got from the MyTeam mobile event that's going on. Make sure you guys are still logging on to the app and getting your free equal chance and, you know, random colored MyTeam mobile event pieces. You know, you want to get those rubies, obviously, so you can get the opal piece, or if you want the legend badge. One thing to consider with the legend badge is there's a chance you get a legend badge that is old gen. Apparently they could be old gen only, which is really scary, so just, you know, be mindful of that. Let's open up these packs that we got from the park as well. Hoping to get some of these bracket buster players, man, because these cards I think are still pretty expensive. Hoping they drop in value today as we get a shake, we get a diamond, but that diamond could be a hidden gem, right? If this is, what card is this? Oh, that's a Giannis. Okay, that's cool. So does that mean this has to be a card from the set? I really hope so. I hope it's a card I don't have. I don't know who the diamond is that I already have from this set, but I guess if it's shaking, it has to be a new card, right? Eastern Conference 90 post fade. Who is this? Cavs center. Oh, it is a Gems of the Game card. Jim Jones. I don't care about Jim Jones. No offense to Jim. Don't want him. Giannis, I already have him unauctionable. Is there an exchange I could do? Hell no. All right, 800 MT coming our way. Very cool. We have this other bracket buster pack. Let's get this one out of the way. So we're going to open 1 to 2 of these pink diamonds, and we'll open up the Galaxy Opal, and then we'll get on out of here. We get another diamond shake in the middle. Can this be a player from the set, please? I do not want another Gems of the Game card. Come on, 2K. Eastern Conference 92. Is this Jim Jones again? Could you imagine? Who is this? Wizards power forward. We get Juwan Howard. All right. Very exciting stuff. We get Juwan. I mean, he's only going to be used to get, I guess, another diamond event collectible. I also do want to start working on the event exchanges, the bracket buster exchanges. I want Joakim Noah. I want Corey Brewer. I want that Derek Anderson and Antoine Walker dynamic duo. Again, I think that lineup could be crazy if we end up adding those players. I'll work on a lineup for them to show you guys. Also, random question. Let me know, are you guys trying to grind out Park for the 5 win streaks to get these bracket buster festival packs? I tried this morning earlier when I had some free time, and it was just a sweat fest. I played against a number of 100 overalls, played against a bunch of amethyst and diamond rep guys. It just doesn't seem worth it to get what's probably going to end up being an amethyst or a diamond event collectible. And out of these daily login packs, I've only been getting golds. Can we get a different tier here? Another gold, man. This is great. Great game. Thank you, 2K. All right. Let's open up this diamond option pack. Then we'll open up... Oh, we have this too. We'll get this out of the way. How about this? We'll do 2 diamonds. We'll do a pink diamond pack. We'll do a pink diamond option pack. And then we'll do the opal pack. This is Jeff Malone, who I already have. And I believe I already have him unauctionable. I do. Let's put him... I'll take the MT. I'll take the MT. I feel like MT is king right now. Let's do this diamond option pack. I think I got this from King of the Court just from playing a few games this weekend for that Dark Matter piece. I'm assuming we're going to get that again next week. Are you kidding me? We got Josh Hart. That is hilarious. I think I have all of these other cards unauctionable. I will take Josh Hart back. I have no issue with that whatsoever, because Cliff Robinson literally came out in the very first set of the year. We're going to take Josh Hart in case I want to run with the Knicks lineup before I redeem that Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart exchange. And I'll just put that Josh Hart into the exchange for a Hall of Fame badge pack, or I'll do the, I'll get 1,000 MT for him. I have 2 of these. Oh, I got one from the daily login, and then I got another one from I think winning 25 park games. We'll open up one of these. We'll open up a pink diamond option pack after this, and then we'll do the Galaxy Opal. And then we'll get on out of here, I promise. All right, here we go. Come on, 2K. Can I get a Wemby, a Dr. J, a LeBron? Is that possible? Eastern Conference, 87 post hook. It's a big. It's none of the cards that I mentioned. Who could this be? Who's a power forward on the... Who is this? Cedric Maxwell's a power forward primary? That's interesting. I didn't even know he had a power forward. Or a power forward. I didn't know he had a pink diamond. Forward. Alright, let's get this pack out of the way. I think I got these both from leveling up. Come on, 2K. Give me a decent pink diamond in here. Come on, 2K. Ugh, these are all kind of ass. But I will take a Steph Curry because I don't have Steph Curry this year. I don't really care about Cam Thomas. He's pretty short. 6', I mean, they're both probably the same height, right? Yeah. And Brook Lopez, I think his jumper is kind of busted, right? Cam Thomas, 8 gold, 10 Hall of Famers. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used a Steph Curry card this year. I think just for fun. We'll take Steph Curry. Cool. All right, final pack. We're going to open up this 97 plus overall premium. And hopefully it'll bless us. Come on, 2K. I've actually seen some decent pulls from the Galaxy Opal pack from the mobile app. And then over the last couple of days, I've seen some really bad ones. So hoping we don't get the latter here. Come on, 2K. Give me a good Opal. Western Conference, 95 posts. It's a big. Is it Anthony Davis? It's the AD I already have. Are you kidding me? Oh, 2K. That is hilarious. Literally the AD I already have. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to turn you into a Hall of Fame badge option pack. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. It could have been a Galaxy Opal point guard who I don't have and I would never use, but that's pretty silly. That is pretty silly, 2K. I was hoping that would be a big. When I saw the animations, I was hoping it would be a big that I don't have, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Hopefully there's at least a couple of decent Hall of Fame badges in here that I can pick, like an on-ball menace maybe. Dimer's not bad. There's a Deadeye. I'll take a Deadeye. Anything else I care about in here? Maybe I'll take a Dimer. All right, not bad. Not bad. I mean, not great. I can't complain because I got that for literally just logging in every single day. And I guess the rest of these, we don't have that many packs left. So we'll save these final couple of packs for the next episode of the Salary Cap Report. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to do a video where we go over different lineups. That's going to really be dependent on whether or not we end up exchanging for anything from the Bracket Buster exchange section. Who is this going to be? Power forward. Oh, we get Mike Dunleavy. Okay, that's cool. He used to kill the Knicks back when he was on Milwaukee. Oh my god. All right, well, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments who's your starting 5 right now in salary cap. I'm always looking to see ways that I can improve my team. I really like this starting 5 quite a bit. I like this 1-2 punch of Paolo Banchero and Michael Beasley while I have DeLon Wright and Toumani Camara putting my opponent's backcourt in jail, ideally if they can. And then Jack Sikma is obviously really good. I do have to actually badge out this card a little bit. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.